Hello darlings, today we're doing an RV speed build, and I am very excited about this one. The custom content we're using today is going to be from the RV There Yet series. The other pack we will be using is the Van Life Ways pack, so if you're interested in making your own RV build, feel free to check them out, linked below. With all of that said, let's start the speed build. With the custom content, we're able to add fun details like the front part of the car. The invisible foundation, necessary. These doors, it's so accurate, I'm obsessed. I really am, if you couldn't tell. So the motorhome I had growing up was able to expand. So with the layout of this RV, I wanted it to kind of look like it was expanded. To capture my vision, I had to make sure I didn't mess up the placement of the windows. Then when I was adding the trim detailing, I made sure to avoid the walls that would hypothetically not be there when it collapsed. Saying collapse sounds so dramatic. You know what I mean, when it closes back up. I feel like with the trim detailing and then deciding to change the paneling to only white on the sides really helped the illusion of it being able to expand. And what is an RV without an awning? Final touch. Lawn, gnome, flamingo. Period. Now we're getting into terrain, and I wanted to match the Oasis Springs location as much as I could. I added in details that maybe you would see if you were at an RV park, like the street lamps, on-site trash cans, on-site grills, water access, mainly because I wanted to put a pool in the backyard. After all, this is an RV for some sim to live in, and that's why we're adding a fence. Now, for the kitchen, I decided I want to keep this small. I wanted to put in a mini fridge, but decided I'm just gonna put in a regular size fridge. That's what I had growing up. Haven't been in a motorhome since the early 2000s. I decided using appliances for the kitchen, easiest thing to do. And since this RV will only be housing one sim, I'm gonna create a nice bedroom nook for them. Now I put the bunk bed in here because in the motorhome I had growing up, there was a bunk bed option. So I was like, well, yeah, I'll just put one in here. It also saves space. I'm able to put a desk under it. I can put a computer down. So there are little details, but I really didn't give it too much personality. Some records. Oh, look, a little blanket. I did plan on putting a bathroom in the RV, but that wasn't gonna happen. So now we have an outhouse. I feel like it adds something to the RV park aesthetic that we're going for. Like it's normal for RV parks to have restrooms or sometimes showers, even porta potties. You never know. Ultimately, I think it turned out pretty cute, if I'm allowed to say that about an outhouse. Now we're gonna finish the interior of the RV. With the rest of the space, I made a dining room area where I just attached a counter to the wall and then added some bar stools. Very simple dining space. And then I decided to also add at least like a little living room area. I really liked this TV stand that also held some records. And maybe that's why I also went with like a boxy TV. I mean, I even did carpeting and like wood paneling for the interior. It's very much like old school and very cute, very retro. I mean, I really like it. I think it turned out great. Thanks for hanging out for the video, and I will see you in the next one. And if you saw any other custom content in my game that you liked, please feel free to check out my Tumblr, where I reblog everything that I add to my game, mods, custom content, all of that. And that is also linked below. All right, now we're done.